get your measurements. That's what they always say when they like on paper. It's good advice. Like it's good advice. It is definitely the most important advice when it comes to getting dressed, and it's advice that you'll take for until you're old, and you know, and it's the most relevant thing the most relevant information you can take in when it comes to getting dressed. uh they will just tell you that and just leave it at that, and you'll go about getting those measurements in a really awkward way, and you won't kind of understand what to do with them. Like you'll get them and you won't know like how to structure it, like what that relevance how that's relevant towards the outfits that you're making on the daily basis. So here's what you should be doing, right? First of all, figure out it. Everything can be broken down to length and width, and just that'll determine how the clothes lay and drape on your body. And then there's more intricate details like the type of fabric itself, like a very high ounce cotton or like a selvage high ounce cotton is gonna lay on you differently than a wool would or a silk would. You know, those are lighter, like more drapey fabrics, whereas the high ounce cotton is very like it keeps its shape, and it's kind of like sturdy. Like it won't really change its shape when it's on you. Anyways, the point is everything can be broken down to length and width. Now, let's simplify this in the easiest way. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm just going to break it down the easiest way I think I can. So there's an oversized fit, there's a form-fitting fit, and there's a skinny slash tight fit. So, in order to understand what the oversized and skinny looks like on you, you might want to start in the middle with like the regular fitting. So first of all, here's how we find regular fitting. You the way I started out, just find clothes. It probably in stores. You're not going to deal with no like probably custom made garments at this point, like custom made to your body. So just find shirts, try them on, and use it as a reference. But actually, sorry, scrap all that. Let's go back to, we're starting from complete square one. And square one to getting your measurements the best that you can is, yeah, matter of fact, we'll get back to what I brought up earlier. We'll get back to that. This is the undisputed most important. And I've never heard anyone present it to me this way. So I'm here to explain it. So, figure out how tall you are. Like how tall you actually are. No lying. No, I'm kind of close to 6 foot. No, we have no room for insecurities in our height when we're trying to figure out like our actual measurements, actual measurements, how clothes lay on us. Like we have no room for the girls that are trying to be shorter than what they are because they're insecure about being tall, and we have no room about the guys that are insecure about being shorter than what they want. They lie about being taller. No room for that. Go figure out how tall you are. So. And here's why we've got to figure out how tall we are for this to be actually as perfect as it needs to be. We're gonna start with the height. We're gonna come up with a mock-up height. Hold on, wait a minute. Give me a moment. Give me one moment, because I'm gonna try to. I'm not really trying to do the math in my head and the height conversion in my head. So what we're gonna do is so say the mock-up height is 5'10". 5'10", right? We're working with a body that is 5'10". Then you're going to look up conversion of what 5'10" is. Wait a minute. 5'10" in feet. Hold on. Give me one moment. What? Okay. Alright. My bad. Okay. 5'10" is 70 inches, right? It's about 70 inches tall. So, you're gonna figure out how tall you, and that's in the U.S. Usually, this is how we go. Like what I'm saying, that's how we kind of go about recording our height over here in the U.S. But like in other countries, they measure themselves differently. Anyway. But the point is, figure out how tall you are in American standards, which is usually that's how we usually divide by feet. And you're gonna convert the feet, your height in feet, to inches. So you're gonna look up your height in inches. In this case, it's 70 inches, right? So remember that. Never forget that you are 70 inch. If you are 5'10", for example, then you are 70 inches tall. So then, by knowing that you're 70 inches tall, we're gonna start easy. If we're breaking our outfit into twos, shirt and pants, or jacket and pants, whatever, if it's cold, that's going to be the outest layer on your body. You're going to be breaking your frame up into, kind of threes because of the shoes. But in this case, say, if you know that you're 70 inches and you get the measurements of the shirt, subtract it from the height that you actually are. So if you're 70 feet, if you're 70 inches tall, subtract the measurement of the shirt, and that is the amount of leg that you now have to work with. You get what I'm trying to say? Does that make sense? So now, that is how you create a dynamic in an outfit. That's one of the most important things you can do to make an outfit interesting. It's going to be the deal breaker between, this outfit is a little boring and I can't pinpoint why. I'm telling you how you pinpoint why. As long as you always have the dynamic in your outfit, always in the way you're splitting your body, your frame up into different shapes. So you can, if you're 70 inches tall, you can lean really hard one way, aka dressing to make your torso elongated, or you're dressing to make your legs elongated. Some people like making their legs longer, some people like making their torso longer. That it's all up to preference. The best outfits and the ones that always leave you, whether you like it or not, you can always appreciate just that something's going on. And in this case, it's that creating a dynamic through the measurements that you're given. So again, I'm going to say it again. If you are 70 inches tall, we're going to just use that as the example. 70 inches tall, or 5'10", that means you are 70 inches tall. Therefore, that means that you're splitting your things up into the shirt and the pants. If your shirt is, say, 20 inches tall, that means that you have 50 inches of leg. Does that make sense? Oh no, not you kind of got to take away from that, because sometimes the shoe, especially if it's a high top shoe, will eat that up. So yeah, mainly you're working with splitting your frame up into twos, but yes, technically the shoes do count and splitting the frame as well. If it's a super high top shoe, or if it's a super crop pant, then we're breaking the frame up into even more shapes. But yeah, so that is height. This is already 9 minutes, like around 9 minutes. I just broke down height, like how you should be breaking down your measurements according to height. I didn't realize that this was gonna be that long. So just talking about this. So I think I'm gonna just leave this at that, and then I'll come back to this topic in and prioritize the width of your body frame later. But for now, I just wanna, because I didn't realize how long this is gonna be, I'm gonna just break down the height into this one video. So I really, really hope that this is helpful to you, because once I figured out this information, it was super helpful to me. I wish I would have had someone in my ear 3 years ago telling me that. I would have saved a whole lot of money and a whole lot of time and a whole lot of sanity trying to figure this out. And that might be common knowledge to a lot of people that eat, sleep, die, breathe like this fashion, like stuff, and just getting dressed. But a lot of people don't look at it that way. Sometimes the answer is right in front of our face. And yes,